Alright, hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jessica. Today I'm filming a get ready with me with my Project Pan products. I asked if people wanted to see this more regularly, or I didn't ask, I think I just said I was going to be doing it more regularly, get ready with me's, and people were like, yeah, sure, let's see it. So here I go. Even though this isn't like necessarily one of my most popular popular videos on my channel, it's still fun to film. It's pretty easy to film. The editing takes a minute, but whatever. Okay, so a lot of these, if you've seen my last Get Ready With Me's or you've seen my Project Pans, you're going to know what the products are. I'll go through them. I'll try to remember to tell you what I'm using when I'm using it. First thing here is my Cover FX blurring primer. So normally I film one of these whenever I haven't been on for a minute, and I have like life updates to tell you and blah blah blah. But since I just filmed this not too long ago, oh, and I already did all my skincare stuff, I don't really have anything new to update, other than I'm still doing my summer classes, or I started my summer classes, I should say, and it's actually only one, and then I do another session next month, and it's going well. It's fine. I'm taking it, this is for my English portion of my degree, and I'm doing like social linguistics, which is really interesting. It's talking about, you know, why we speak the way we do and different aspects of like accents and whatnot, and dialects and stuff. It's pretty interesting. It's definitely something I've never delved into. I'm doing the Bella Pierre cosmetics. I'm gonna dip into the purple and cover up any dark spots, any like sun damage, basically is what I do. It's pretty interesting. It's totally foreign to me. The majority of the class is actually English education as like the major. So it's very much catered towards them, not necessarily English literature, which is what my emphasis is, or my degree is, not emphasis. But yeah, so it's really interesting. Also, my internship has been going fairly well. I'm really enjoying it. I've been able to get on some sets recently as well, which is exciting. Mainly commercial stuff. And then I'm going to take this, the coral shade, and put it just under my eye for a little bit. Cover up those dark spots, dark circles. But yeah, it's been really interesting. I'm working for a documentary company, and they do like commercial type stuff to pay the bills, and then you know, their documentaries are, you know, the passion projects and the really interesting stuff. So yeah, it's really interesting and fun, and it's been exciting, and it's coming to an end here soon. I think I have like a couple more weeks left, technically. Oh shoot, I started to go into my foundation. I'm gonna hold my beauty blender. Man, hopefully that doesn't fall. I already put the foundation on the beauty blender. Okay, so this happens quite a bit. So the Temptu BoxyCharm. This is the liquid highlight. It's a little dark on me, so I put it underneath my foundation. And the glow still does like peek through without, you know, messing up, like being too dark on me. And I found that even, I did try it every now and then, like to put this on top of my foundation. And even so, it did break up the foundation a little bit because it's so liquidy. So I found that putting it underneath helps. Okay, now I have my Matte CC Cream It Cosmetics in Fair on my beauty blender ready for me. So recently I found that I've been like overdoing my foundation a bit. Does anyone else do that? Like sometimes you just go over the top, and then like with this It Cosmetics, I feel like if you put too much on, it'll break up throughout the day really easily. I just tend to like, I don't use my concealer the way I need to. Like I do, but like if I have spots, like I should spot conceal, you know what I mean? Like sometimes I just go over the top of my foundation and I just have been realizing that I need to pull back. It happens every now and then. I know I shouldn't do that, but sometimes I just forget, you know, my natural instinct is if I have more to cover up, use more. But It Cosmetics, I found like it just doesn't build up to where I needed it to build up on those like really bad days. And I just need to use my concealer, like that's what it's for. So yeah, now I'm doing my Makeup Forever Ultra HD. It is in shade 11 concealer. Still loving this concealer. They changed it. They had it in like the tube. I forgot exactly what that one was called, but they changed it to this one, and I do like this one actually better because I feel like the other one did tend to get a little bit more oily. And this is supposed to be self-setting. I don't follow that. I still set it, but yeah, I mean, it doesn't really crease that much on me, but for using it under my eyes, I still need to set it because I tried it one day. I was like, well, let's try like not setting it, and the problem is that because it's like, it is still like a cream / liquid concealer, like my mascara like ended up like sticking to it, and you know, it got all smudgy and stuff because it wasn't set with a powder. It wasn't like dried down. But like, I mean, the creasing, I understand why they're saying that because it really doesn't crease that much. Of course, I don't have necessarily like super deep lines, so that could just be a my skin sort of thing and not necessarily the concealer. All right, base is on. So now, oh, a little exciting. I was working on this It Girl, a cosmetic thing, and I had the powder, and the powder is all gone. That's like nastiness, like oily junk, but the powder's all gone, so that's exciting. One thing down in this palette. I definitely want to like work through that palette, but it's like such a massive palette that I'm kind of doing it little by little and not, yeah, I'm not like panning it like in a project because it would be in it forever. Like it would have to be its own like video of like step by step going through it. Okay, so now I'm doing my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. So I think I found a way to use this, and it involves using a ton of the powder. So yeah, I dumped it into the cap, and so, okay, this still does not keep me oily throughout the day, and I found that it really doesn't help with oils immediately either. Like there's just something about it. So I basically, not like bake, I don't know, I guess it's baking, but I like put so much powder on where it's like packed on like that on all my like T-zone areas, because that's of course where I like need the most help. And the good thing is like it doesn't look super powdery when I do this, but alright, now I'm just gonna blend it in. Let me get a little bit more of a blush and just a brush and then blend it in. And this is helping me get through it, use it, you know. I still don't think I'm gonna like use it again. I mean, I do like that it doesn't look powdery even with all that on, which I found like some, you know, it starts to look, your skin starts to look like dry and creepy and nasty, but I don't know, like I appreciate it, but it's not, it does not doing the job. I really need a powder that works like the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil powder, but that powder, like it just, because it's got like this pink tint to it, like it's not translucent, it's just too dark on me. Like it gives my, like it adds a shade to my skin tone, which is unfortunate. I'm gonna go ahead and put my excess powder that was in my cap on there, and then I'll just get my brush and use whatever powder's left here so it doesn't get all messy and like product wasted. One more sweep over all the way through. So how have you guys been? I always like to ask that. I started the Project Pan Nightmare Before Christmas Project Pan, and as I was picking out those products, like oh, it was so exciting because I'm so excited for fall. I like feel like I can do with or without like summer. Like I like it, but for like a week and then I'm done with it. So I have the highlight and contour palette by IBY, and I got these two shades and I'm gonna set under my eyes. But that may be like my view on summer, maybe because I like have lived and grown up in Southern California, and now I'm here in San Francisco, and like basically always in California, and we have like pretty decent weather all, you know, the whole time. So I might be maybe biased there, but yeah, that's just my feelings on it. I'm like, all right, summer is grand. Let's get over it. Oh, okay. So I have this Smashbox contour palette, and I usually use just the contour in it, but I forgot. I'm gonna be doing an update on my project pan, but someone suggested, which I have to look up before I do my project for sure, to press my my blush, my Clinique blush that was like wiggling around into this palette. So I was working with less packaging, and I did that, and it's a great idea. Thank you so much for telling me that and suggesting that. Didn't even think of it. Much less like packaging to deal with, so much more convenient. Adore it.
Alright, now I'm going to take my blush brush.
Just throw it in this one. Since I repressed it, it is more powdery, but that's alright. I don't really mind. Yes, I blow on the products. I know that it's like not great to do, but I do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and take my bronzer now. Let's move this out of the way. And this is my Chocolate Soleil Medium Deep. It's like a sample of the bronzer. And I'm gonna go in, pack it on. Still, you guys, there is, let's see, how many grams of product in here? I swear I saw it just the other day. Oh, 2.5 grams of product in here. I don't know how much that is compared to the original, but my goodness, this is lasting a really long time considering, or the full-size product, I should say, considering this is a sample. I mean, it's a deluxe size sample, but a sample nonetheless. And I still have another one of these, and I looked at it, and it is 2.5 grams again, which is bananas. I was gonna say, like, I would definitely, like, purchase this in the future, but I don't think I'm gonna need to. I probably might be, like, tired of it by the time I'm finished with both samples, because my guess is it'll be, like, basically a full-size product. Gotta bronze the ears. Alright. Yeah, there's, like, legit no progress on it, which is insane. I mean, there's a little dip, but not anything, like, quite noticeable. So, with my Night Before Christmas project pan, I pulled this Vintage by Jessica Lubinsk highlighter duo. I'm going to be going for my, like, pink eye look today. So I think I'm going to use this pink highlighter. So, I've only been doing this for, like, a couple days, but I have to say that doing my, picking out those products and using them like 10 times, because basically it was, you had to pick out 25 products for that project pan, and I don't know if you can even tell, I'm like, basically my mirror is blocking like the light, so it's not like directly on me, but this gives a really pretty highlight. And what I did is because I've seen like a couple YouTubers doing this, I can't remember their names, but basically they record like the number of number of times they use that product, and they mark it down, and basically that's how they're doing their project pan. There's like a bunch of children, so I don't know if you can hear them. But yeah, that's how they've been like basically doing their project pan, just to like not necessarily get progress, but get usage out of it, or visible progress, I should say. But yeah, alright, so now it's time for the brows. We all know I stay silent in the brows. But yeah, anyway, so I decided to pick out 25 products and basically use them 10 times each for the most part. There's like a couple of exceptions. And I've been like, it's been really exciting to like do that because it's just me. With Project Pan, I tend to only stick to my products that I'm panning. And this time around, like having those products, like I usually just bring out like one or two, hi Bear, to do that day, and it's just like, it's refreshing. It's just exciting to like have those products and be able to pick them out. Okay, so, and just switch things up. So Bear just moved this. My roommate's dog, he is going to be probably a regular thing now. He tends to like to come in and see. All right, so I have my It Cosmetics Brow Power brow pencil. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, not off camera, but stay silent during it and fast forward. Well, maybe I will do it off camera. Yeah, I'm going to lean in and do it off camera. See you in a sec. Alright, I think that's good for the brow pencil. I'm going to go ahead and now take my Brow Gal little brow palette, and I take these two shades, as you could probably tell, and mix them together, and I just fill in my brows, because usually with those big pencils, the ones that aren't like the precise ones, they just don't, I like can't be as precise with like filling in. I just kind of get like an outline almost with them. So I just take this and fill in whatever spots like need to be filled in. Have any of you guys seen any good movies or any good Netflix shows? Right now, I've been watching The West Wing, and I don't know if I said this last time or if I've spoken about it, and it's really good. It's towards the end, but there's like 7 seasons, and each season has 22 episodes, and they're all like 40 minutes, so it's a lot. It was a lot to like get in. I think I'm on like season 6 right now, almost to the end, and I'm like ready to kind of be done with it. It's really good, but yeah, Andy Serkin he's the one that wrote like The Social Network and everything, and it's really good, but it's like, I'm like, all right, on to the next. Especially when you're like binging it. It's not like you're watching it for, you know, once a week on, you know, while it's coming out for like 7 years. It's like binging it is like a lot. Okay, so this is my Lorac. All the writing has been has come off, but it's my Lorac eye primer. I'm so excited because that's very close to being done. And by very close, I mean probably another like 3 or 4 months, considering how little we use of eye primer. But still. And then I have another one of those because I got them in like with my Lorac unzipped palettes. It was like a thing from Ulta where when you bought that, you also got their primers. So yeah, and then after that, I'll have no primer, and I'll get to go out and buy another primer. Okay, so I've been using this highlight and contour palette, the IBY one, the same one that I picked up earlier, and taking this peachy shade right here because it's just like highlight number 3. It's just too dark and peachy for my skin tone, so I've been using it to kind of set my primer. You know, just using this powder where I can, as not to waste it. And it does like add a little bit of a transition because it is a pretty peachy color for my skin tone. But that's okay. I really don't mind. It's so light. If I'm doing a cool tone look, it really, like, whatever I put over it, it just goes over it so easily, so. Okay. So, I'm going to put this guy away. Now I'm going to bring out my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. Hopefully this is one of the last times that you guys see me using this. Because I have 3 shades left. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to take Warm Taupe because I'm doing a cool tone look, and I'm just going to put it in the transition. I can't believe, like, I can believe because my goodness, it's taken me forever. But I'm almost done with it, which is very exciting. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you what good movies I've seen. Also, so I've seen recently I saw the film Rocket Man. It's about Elton John. And I heard at first that he had creative say in it, or at least like they consulted with him. Not consulted, but like definitely creative say. And I don't know if it's true or not. It's just what I heard. But I was kind of worried because it's a biopic. So I'm like, so is it going to be like super biased or what? And watching it, it's definitely like a biopic that's about him from his point of view. So it makes sense that they would like ask him like what he thought and stuff like that, because I'm looking, where did I put my thing?
Wait, what?
Sorry, it took me like forever to look for this. Okay, DLS. By the way, I've been saying DSL. Don't know why, but DLS is my eyeshadow crayon. Also, I was saying in my project pan that this tends to crease, and it still does tend to crease a little bit, but I think what it was is I was just using too much product with this. So I'm going to swipe it across my lid and then pat it out with my finger. And it just gives like a little bit of a shine. I'm going to go over it with my ColourPop shade that I'm also trying to pan. I have decided that this is just not the best. I don't recommend it, but it's not terrible, so I'm going to use it up. It's not like so obnoxious and atrocious that I need to throw it out. It's just going to take a while to pan, and it's just going to be a little annoying, but it's fine. So yeah, it was really good. It was definitely, it was beautifully shot, of course. Film major over here, so yeah, I get very like, I get into the critiques of everything, and I pick apart like all the little exciting bits. And then I saw 5B, which is a documentary on the first AIDS clinic in nursing clinic in or ward in San Francisco, which was really eye-opening, of course, because that was when they really didn't know like what AIDS was, how it was spread, and it was just like the nurses were like the total heroes and really trying to bring like humanity back into nursing those patients, which is what was needed for sure. I'm gonna put this just a little bit on my lower lash line. And then I've been going to the movies a lot. It's summertime, I have the time, might as well go. I also saw last night The Last Black Man in San Francisco, which was really interesting as well. Definitely an artsy type of avant-garde almost type of film. I don't think it's for the average viewer. I always say, like with my friends and my mom, because I tend to go, sometimes I go like alone, or I'll go with like my film friends, or you know, depending on the group, whatever. I also saw Aladdin, that was really good. Yeah, some of them I'm like, this is really good, like as a filmmaker standpoint, and like looking at it as like an artist's point of view, but you won't like it, sort of thing, or you probably wouldn't like it. I always encourage people to watch those types of films because they inspire me so much, but yeah, they don't tend to be the most popular. So I'm taking my Smashbox, the black, and then I'm just doing this little bit. Normally I use an eyeliner with it, but I found that with this, because it smudges so much, I'm just doing this just to deepen it out very lightly. Yeah, it just doesn't hold up well. I tend to have like transfer, but only when I'm using like the pink shade. So I'm doing this right now. And it's been working out fairly well. Plus, like with this pink look, I feel like having it light and kind of natural is, it's a nice look. Alright, I'm going to take my Almay little trio, and then take this top shade for my brow bone highlight. And it's kind of like a satiny shade, so it does give like a little shine, but it's not overpowering. And now I'm going to take, this is, again, the Brow Gal Instant Tint Brown Hair Tinted Brow Gel with microfibers. And I took the stopper out this last time around, I believe, and I thought that there was like no product on it, and there's so much product still in there. Thank goodness I took it out, because otherwise I was going to be just like done. But this is going to last me probably to the end of the year, I think, because I'm constantly having to wipe off excess product. And on top of that, I have to be really careful not to just like power it right onto the brow.
Oh, see? That happens.
How are your project pans going? Are you guys doing any new project pans or any themed project pans? Also, what are your, like, how do you guys like to project pan? Because I know there's so many different ways. It's really interesting because I feel like for me, majority of the time, most people's, at least from what I've heard here on YouTube, my issues are not the same as like everyone else's almost. Yeah, I feel like my issues are not the same. Like whenever I pick out my project pan products, I will basically stick with those project pan products, like using them almost every single day, which again I think is a little surprising to people because I tend to use up my products very slowly. I'm taking Max Fix Plus, spraying up my brush to do my inner corner highlight with my Pan That Palette Quad. Oh my gosh, that took way too long. But yeah, I tend to use up my products very slowly, which I don't know. I don't know why I do, but I do. Some people just like blow through their products, and not blow through it in like a negative way, but they just like are able to get through them so quickly. I'm just like, how? Because I do use them every day. Well, every day I do makeup, which it fluctuates, but right now tends to be about 6 to 7 times a week, which is quite a lot. It's basically every day for the most part. Okay, so now I'm going to take my Too Faced Hangover 3-in-1 priming and setting spray. And yeah, here we go. I don't know why I said here we go, like, like, let's get ready. Here we go. It's gonna be crazy. It's just setting spray, y'all. So, oh, I have some new stuff to tell you about. This, NARS Climax, don't like it at all. It may just be that it's, I don't know though, I feel like it's not. I was gonna say it may be because it's like a sample, because that does have like a little bit of an effect on it, I think, but it's not. I don't like it at all. It's like, it gives me very long spidery lashes, but it does not give me volume at all, which makes it like scraggly and stuff. So I'm gonna curl my lashes, and then I have this like duo, the Clinique Duo primer, and then my favorite mascara, the is this my favorite? High Impact. I haven't opened it yet, but might as well. Ooh, I don't think this is my favorite. I'm not sure. Anyways, I have this Clinique Duo. I'm gonna use the primer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and use the NARS Climax I found like it works decently. It's not like the best, but it's fine. The product is usable for me. It's not like flaking. The only time I won't use a product is if it's like as far as a mascara, as if it's like flaking or smudging like crazy, and it doesn't do that. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that off camera real quick. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my lips now, and we're gonna do my Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in Cocoa K. And I'm going to fill in my lip all the way. I'm going for a pink look today.
Actually, I'm going to sharpen this because it's kind of hurting. There's like a few edges that are like getting at me. There we go. Much more.
Okay, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pat a little bit, dab it, any excess, and I'm going to use my melted chocolate Philosophy, wow, just like threw the cap, lip gloss, because I have to get through this, and I'm not good at reapplying lip gloss, or using it. I feel like there's a hair. Yep, there was a hair. Okay, so this is the look today. It's very lights and just like light pink, pretty, not anything super super exciting, but yeah, this is what I'm doing. This was one look from my project pan that I'm trying to pan and get through. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Please let me know what other videos you want to see. I don't know. Let me know how you guys are doing. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and yeah, have a good day. Bye.